Operation 2, Mission 3. If you're watching the first two missions of this operation and wondering when this was going to get good and let us use more than 4 slots, the answer is right now. We're back up to 8, and they are giving you 300 tons worth of weight to play with. And I definitely put it to use. I spent some time customizing a really hard-hitting team. Let's take a look. This team should be a real winner. We have our Catapult W that I salvaged, a full row of Clanner LRM racks. So that's 6 extra tons of saved weight versus the Inner Spear version, because a Clanner rack is 1 ton less. So simply by trading the Inner Spear for Clanners, I got 6 extra tons. I also have 1 Clanner Pulse, which is an additional 2 tons of spare weight. I used all of the spare weight to fit a damn PPC in here. So he's basically a regular catapult who has a PPC on top of everything else. Like the Catapult A would have all of these weapons except the PPC. And the W has a regular laser and then a large laser, I think, by default. This is like crazy overpowered. A missile boat with a PPC in the middle. And we've got our veteran pilot in it. For mediums, we got Hunter back with the same build as before. It was already full clan tech, and I'm happy with it the way it is. We got the same guy in it. I think he got hit and took some damage, but if you only take 1 bar of damage, you get that back in the mech bay. You automatically get a bar back every mission, after every mission, even if you were on the mission. If you weren't on the mission, however, you get a 2nd bar back. So you get 1 if you do a mission, and you get 2 if you don't do the mission. So you can potentially get injured and it not even downtime the pilot, as long as he only loses 1 dot and not a 2nd one. That's why you've seen me take injuries and not have to downtime the pilot. Unless they take more than 1, they're okay. I've got the Beast back with a Clanner Gauss rifle. It's the same as ours, but it weighs less. Also a Clan Heavy Flamer, so I have more weapons than normal. We've got Siren back, and our Hollander gave her an autocannon to spread out our weapon types, and a laser, a pulse laser. We've got Isis back, our sensor pilot with piss poor gunnery skill, but I fixed the problem, however, a full row of streaks. So she's going to hit every single shot in this mission because she has nothing but streaks. And she'll probably steal most of the kills on this level. She's got our electronics. And she's got a full row of streaks. She could potentially run out of ammo and then she'll be useless. However, clan streaks and clan missile racks have more ammo than the Inner Spear version. So our streak is 62 shots, clan version 83 shots. In addition to weighing less and having a faster recycle, it actually gets more ammo on top of it. There is no contest between Inner Spear weapons and clan weapons if you haven't figured that out. And I distributed clan weapons everywhere for this mission because this is a rough mission as well. Almost everyone is sporting clan tech here, as much of it as we could. We're bringing back Gunman in our Uller for additional firepower. We've got a Clan Ultra 5. It's the same as ours, but it weighs less. LRM Missile Rack, Clan ER Laser, and a regular Pulse. We're also bringing back Skater, and having learned from before, I gave him some Clanner streaks. The game has given me quite a few Clanner streaks. I've decided to put them to use and start slotting them on some of our pilots that have no gunnery skill. So he's got Clan ER, 2 clan streaks, and then the last 3 tons I just put on that laser. This is a really pimp team here. We're going to use up all 300 tons of that weight. Look at that. So what I want to do is I'm going to put my hard hitters here and our light mechs up here. Without further delay, let me try to read the mission. Destroy enemy convoy. Destroy the convoy. 2 strikes, which I'm probably going to use right off the start, because I think that's the best time to try and use them when you have vision of the enemy convoy. We also get a sensor probe and a camera drone. Intelligence reports that a lightly defended Jaguar convoy will be passing near the suburb of Bakerville. Battalion Command needs all of the trucks and that convoy destroyed as efficiently as possible. Battalion Transport reports that it can only place your drop force on the near side of the river, opposite the side the convoy is traveling on. It is recommended that you take what jump-capable mechs you have to facilitate crossing the river as quickly as possible. I highly recommend you don't do that. You don't want to divide up your forces. The mechs that you jump across will be hopelessly outnumbered by the defenders of the convoy. You want to keep everyone together. Since you cannot possibly hope to jump jet everyone across the river, you're taking the long route whether you like it or not. We do want at least one jump mech on the mission, which is not required, but I would like to have one because I have another trick I'm going to show you towards the end, which we need a J-mech to do. But it's for an entirely different reason than what they are suggesting. Intelligence also reports that Bakerville is a nest of pro-clan activity. Be wary of the locals, as not all of them may be eager for liberation. In other words, the city here, it is full of pro-clan military. Not mechs, but just a large amount of vehicles, which are going to waste quite a bit of our ammunition and try to soften us up as much as possible. Tactical notice: jump-capable mechs can jump over or access terrain obstacles that block normal mechs and vehicles. Yeah, you should already know that. I've used jump jetting a number of times now, but this is the first time they're telling you about it. Camera drones reveal terrain in ever-widening circles, but will be destroyed by the enemy if sighted. That's telling us about this. This is the first mission where we had one, and it's honestly not that useful on this particular mission, but later missions that can be really important. Remember that you cannot strike in the shroud, so you can use the camera drone to reveal the shroud and then strike an enemy far away. But that's not going to be necessary on this mission. The last thing I'll say before we start is that we start right across the river from the other convoy. They're going to start here, we're going to start here, and this is within range of long-range weapons. So it is not a bad idea to slot a bunch of long-range weapons and try to pick off and do as much damage to the defenders of the convoy as you can. With any luck, you might be able to take down a Cougar or a Hunchback. They have a number of Cougars, Hunchback, and some other mechs and some other vehicles in the convoy. And you can shoot at any of them for a limited time, a very short window of time at the start of the mission before they run away. So they're going to be going down the right side of the river, and we're over here. The only place where we can cross is this skinny-ass bridge down there. So we need to fight our way all the way down the map and cut off the convoy before they escape the map. If even a single truck in the convoy gets off the map, you fail the mission. You don't have to destroy the defenders. You don't have to destroy any of the defending units in the convoy. You only have to destroy the convoy itself, but the defenders will be shooting at you. And the convoy is very long, by the way. So, I mean, when the front truck is right here, like the rear trucks will be all the way back here. It has a very long line. And once you aggro or alert the convoy, all the defenders will rush to the front to fight you. So you can't really, bum rush all of the trucks, or you're going to be ignoring the defenders while they're ripping you apart. They have some AC-20s in that convoy. I don't think they have any bulldogs, but I know they have some hunchbacks and some other nasty threats. So basically you need to deal with the defenders. So almost 10 minutes and I haven't even started the level yet. So let's try to get a move on.
Commencing deployment. Prepare for combat.
Try to be quick here. As soon as this mission starts, start firing. Like I said, you're within range. If you have long-range weapons, you can shoot. Make the most of it. Look at that. He's using his Ultra. That's his Ultra cranking off. We got our LRMs, our GOS going. Look at that. Knocked down. Boom. Airstrike. He gets to eat an airstrike now because... Oh wow, he jumped out of it. He jumped the river to us. That's what you call suicide. Try and... Damn, that's not gonna happen. We could have gotten more done, but we did get one of the Cougars. If you're really lucky, and you target one of the Hunchbacks, you might be able to take one of them down. But I went for the softer targets. You have a better chance of taking out a Cougar. So even though they have mechs, the majority of the convoy is vehicles, and they're protecting trucks, which move quite slowly. It's going to take them a while to get around the map because their trucks are very slow. However, they don't have to fight anything. You know, we have to fight. Oh, this looks good. That's very good. Hit that Hunchback. 1, 0. Oh, come on, that barely did anything. Alright, well, let's keep moving. Put this over here somewhere, I think. It's not going to do much for a while, but it might give us vision. See, it's a sensor drone scouting the map.
This is Gunman. I've got a contact.
Alright, we need to start getting moving. I forget what's in this. That's going to be a Bulldog, I think. Where is it? A Bulldog. There it is. There's 1 or 2 Bulldogs here. Tell all your hardest hitting mechs to try and take those out. Hopefully we don't get hit too much. The Bulldogs in this mission are not as big of a threat in the last mission because we have more firepower at our disposal. Try and tell our other mechs to go for these other enemies here. Tell your weaker mechs to go for the lighter vehicles and your big guys to try to hit those Bulldogs. Got our scrubs going after that target there. Alright, let's get a move on. There's a swift wind coming up behind us. The convoy's actually keeping an eye on you, and they're setting up some ambushes for you. They have a couple of swift winds. I think there's 3 or 4 on the map, and that thing will follow you. These things will actually try to follow you and keep an eye on you. So you might want to just turn around and shoot the damn thing. If you want a free kill, you know, here it is. BBC. You missed. Come on, shoot it. It's deliberately following us. It's trying to keep an eye on us. Although it doesn't really matter, because it's a scripted mission either way. They know we're here. We're not going to be sneaking up on them at this point. They see you right at the start. They just want to keep an eye on where you're at. There's a salvage. Do not walk near this river. You can see the mine layer. He's doing laps back and forth. He's going to cover that whole side. We can shoot him, but I'm not going to bother. I just want to keep moving. You do not have time to waste here. Keep moving. I'm trying to go around as many of the vehicles as I can. Come on, guys. Can't you get that? Thank you. I probably avoided a large number of enemies in this area. If you take the right side here, instead of going that way, you can skip more of the enemies. And a salvage is also a salvage here.
This is the beast. Uh-oh. New contact.
Now this part is tricky. These gas tanks you do not want to shoot. However, there's an annoying aerospace spotter thing over here, and he will shoot them. He's going to try to hit them on us. So what I need to do We're actually going to have to take a moment and pull.
Sir, I have a contact.
I'm losing my armor.
Come on, take it out.
I'll take care of
You
it.
better take this thing out quick, because if he airstrikes my damn squad... Oh crap, here it comes. Move. I don't think anyone took damage from that. Move. Move now. I know when it's going to happen, but they don't move in time. They're very delayed.
Yes, sir.
Alright, that threat's out.
I'll take care
If
of
he
it.
hits the fuel tanks here, we don't want that to happen.
Getting banged up in here.
I'll show you why. See this?
My sensors have a new contact.
If the fuel tanks go off, you lose the salvage here.
Ammo bin empty, sir.
Enemy
One
components
less enemy
captured.
crawler.
Unlike in previous missions where they were nice enough not to have the fuel tanks
My
blow up the
sensors have a new
salvage,
contact.
here, you set off those fuel tanks, you lose the... This building here will be destroyed.
Reporting building captured.
And they put an aerospace spotter there, which will try to airstrike you. If he hits those, he blows it up.
I got a sensor broken.
He doesn't aim for the tanks, but if you're near the tanks, he'll inadvertently hit them. So now we just need to get across the damn river. Convoy's constantly moving. They haven't gone down here. They haven't got to here yet, or we would see them.
My sensors
So I
have a
think
new
we are
contact.
making good progress. Got some more fights coming up.
Siren here. Can anyone confirm that new contact? I'll take care of it. Sir, I have a contact.
Taking enemy fire. Indicators, you never knew what hit him. Wait there, taking enemy fire.
I'll take care of it. Got him. I got
We'll be
him.
running out of ammo soon. Hopefully we'll have enough left to deal with the convoy.
Sensors have a contact.
Alright, let's see if we can scout. Oh, see this? He's in the very front. We're starting to get up here. If we can pull. Yes, you can. Come on. Try to do a little bit of pulling here because of that.
I'll take care of it.
I'm your man. Vehicles back.
Alright, that should do it. We're starting to run out of time. Here comes the convoy. We need to get across this bridge soon.
Siren here. I'm taking fire.
And shoot back,
Yes,
Siren.
sir.
Shoot back.
I'll take care of it.
Keep still. Hunter here, taking fire. One less
we go.
enemy crawler.
Now we have an optional fight over here that I'm going to try to push in for at the last second. So yeah, just select both. You can head straight to the convoy here, or you can detour, and you have an option to salvage two Raven J's. They're over here near the exit at the very end. They'll help the convoy if the convoy gets to it. But we're just going to run to them and engage them first. You can see our radar shrinking. They're really not much of a threat, but you're hard pressed for time. You've got to be quick if you want to do this. Here they come. We're going to take them out quickly. Oh, it looks like you don't need the J-Mech. You could actually run through the gate. I brought a J-Mech so that I could jump this gate and capture that. But the Ravens actually opened the gate for you, so it wasn't really necessary. And I'll explain that in a moment.
I'm taking
I
fire.
hope we get one of these, or one of the Cougars.
I took here.
Oh, I got one. That is sweet.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Best J-Mech in the game right there. I can dump the Commando. Did I get the... Got a Raven too. But we don't need the Raven if I have the Commando, or the Cougar.
Sir, I have a contact.
You guys take that out without being, arrow. Okay, there we go. I almost didn't beat the clock here, but I captured the gate. If you capture this, you'll trap the trucks on the map and they can't get out. That basically removes the time limit. But make sure you take out all the defenders.
I think I have a contact. Yes, sir.
Okay. Hunter got hit again.
There goes another weapon. Hunter
Oh,
here.
boy.
I'm out of ammo.
We need to
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
be careful.
Consider it done. Wait there. I'm out of ammo. Damn it.
Damn it.
I'm taking fire. Wait there. I'm under attack.
ISIS here.
Alright, we got our convoy coming up.
I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it.
I have a new sensor trace.
It's mostly vehicles, but we know there's some hunchbacks in here.
This is Gator. I'm losing my armor.
Oh boy. Oh shit.
This is Gator. Coming after me.
Skater is in trouble.
Destroyed.
We're gonna have to get him out of here.
Fire.
Gunman here.
He's gonna have to miss. He's gonna have to miss a few missions because of this.
This is Gator. I'm losing weapons.
I'll take care of it.
Hunter here. There's crap coming my way, sir. Hunter here. I'm beginning
Oh
to-
boy.
There's crap coming my way, sir.
Now you see why I geared up so much for this damn mission.
I'll take care of it.
Shoot the fuel truck.
Who wants some of this?
Maybe that will do some damage here.
Crap coming my way, sir. I've got it.
Oh god.
Vehicle destroyed. Taking fire.
Hunter is just eating the AC-20s. He might die or eject.
That's it. No more.
Run away.
I'm under attack.
ISIS here. I am under attack.
Enemy mech destroyed.
You see how the trucks are stopping? It's because they can't get through the gate.
My weapons are nearly out.
My weapons are almost gone. I think I'm out of
Man,
ammo.
this went bad. We're surviving though.
Wait there. I'm under attack.
Please tell me you did. Oh, you lost it. You lost the Ultra. I did not want you to lose that. I'm not going to restart the mission though. We're close to the end, and this is a tough mission as it is. I'm not going to replay it a dozen times to get a lucky fight here.
I've got it. I'm under attack.
They should be able to just gang that. Just another Cougar J. Doesn't have any threats left. Convoy is basically unarmed now. We've all run out of ammo on our good weapons.
There's a hole in my armor.
There's a hole in my armor.
Fire.
Lynx is the best lines.
ISIS reporting mech destroyed.
There you go. That's essentially the mission completed. So if you get to the gate here, and then you take out all of the guards, the trucks will actually stop. And that then removes the time limit. And you can actually roam around the map over here and get more kills. Let's see, let's put this to use. Yeah. So, these are all things you can kill. Vehicles. I think a couple of them might be like sports cars. They still count as kills, but they're of no threat. This is a swift wind. There's some elementals hidden in here somewhere. I think they might be here in the center. It's hard to see them in the trees. There's more enemies up here that we went around. I highly recommend you take this eastern route here. There's even worse shit over here if you go to the left. So if you trap the trucks, you can actually backtrack and go get any salvage that you may have missed. It's just this one stack and these 4. So it's unlikely that you miss them. The main reason to go back would be to get kills. And my lance is in such bad shape now that I'm not going to bother going back for any kills.
I've got it.
We're just going to kill the trucks and move on. All of our good weapons are out of ammunition, and 2 of our people are almost dead.
You got it, sir.
Skater,
One more
very lucky, 2 bars of
One
life.
less enemy crawler.
He's going to be out of action for a while. Oh wow, he got legged too, look at that. I don't think you've seen this before, but if a mech gets legged, his chance to avoid damage from that point on is just toast. So, a legged mech trying to fight is just an open target to anything that wants to shoot at him. And he also moves incredibly slowly, so that's a death sentence if you're trying to beat some kind of clock. Like if he got legged over here, for instance, there's no way he would have got to this fight in time. And that also means you have to limp your way to extraction points, which can take, a stupidly long time. Usually, if I have a pilot, if I have a mech that gets lagged, I'll typically just restart the mission because the time it takes for him to limp around isn't worth it. But this is near the end, so in this particular case, it doesn't really
Got it.
matter.
Show me something special.
Our
Another
fancy
one bites the dust.
hunter also got hit pretty bad, so we're going to be down those 2 pilots. Next mission, and Skater's probably going to have to miss the next mission after that. And we lost some of our good weapons here. I just noticed this bug. There's a tooltip bug here. That's actually a clan heavy flamer, but when you look on the mech, it doesn't show the C. You can see it's still the triangle though, which means clan. Circle means inner spear, but it's missing the C tooltip. I always found that to be odd when I was younger, and then I forgot about it.
Got it, sir.
It's a real shame we lost our our Clanner AC-20. We might not ever see one of those again. So this is the last one.
Mission objective.
I'm not going to worry about going after all those
Mission
kills.
destroyed.
I'm just going to move on and be happy with the fact that we completed the mission and got some decent salvage. Look at that, he got veteran. So, even though he almost died, at least he'll be coming out as a veteran when he comes back into service. When he comes back from the infirmary, he'll be able to jump into a heavy mech. We also got another promotion to regular. He was a green, so now we have another regular pilot. Some damn good salvage out of this. Let's see. Cougar J, that's the best jump jet mech in the game. Now the clan light mechs are actually on par with the Firestarter and the Raven. The 4 mechs in the game that have the longest jump jet distance are the Firestarter, Raven, Uller, and Cougar. The Commando J, which is what I was using, does not have that far of a jump jet distance. It's actually less. And then all of the other mechs in the game have less distance as well. I do heavy AC, but it wasn't a clanner. I might have to use it anyway since we lost the clan. See some other stuff. No impressive salvage on this mission, but we got a clanner, Hunchback, Mark II, W. I do not want that, not really, because the clan version of the Hunchback has tissue paper for armor, which you just witnessed. That was the A version, and it still got stripped. The W one, let me put it this way. The W and J version of the Hunchback Mark II has the same amount of armor as a Commando Mark A. That's a joke. It can carry more weapons than the Catapult W, I think. I actually think it can outshoot a Jaggerbeck W, but the armor is just pitiful and it'll go down too quickly. So I prefer A's on my clan mechs, unless I'm getting jump jets. I don't like W's on my clan mechs. So that's it. It could have gone better, but once again, it could have gone significantly worse. This is another mission where you might get a death or an ejection at the end when you fight that. Those AC-20s can get you. I took some injuries, but at least no one died, so they will eventually come back. I have not yet had to resort to using the barracks yet. I honestly thought that I would have some deaths at some point in this campaign, and I still very well could after this. But at this point in the campaign, you're likely to have a death or two, especially in that last fight. See you in the next mission.